Star Wars The High Republic is coming to an end, and also now in the comic books. So let's talk about that. Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Star Wars The High Republic, the finale #1. This is a new one shot from Marvel Comics to kind of conclude and finish off the High Republic era of Star Wars. This is written by Kevin Scott with pencils and inks by Marika Cresta, colors by Jim Campbell, letters by Ariana Meher, beautiful main cover by Phil Noto, along with other. Marvel loves their variant covers specifically on these Star Wars series. In this issue, the High Republic concludes, wrapping up the final battle between the Jedi and the Nihil. After sacrifices and conflict, the characters gather on Dalna for a final celebration. Decisions are made, fates are sealed, and threats from across all faces converge at last. I really am looking forward to kind of going back to all this stuff. I kind of skipped around a lot of the stuff from the High Republic, but I wanted to check this out. This finale is just really a culmination of Phase 3 of this initiative in the comic books, set around year, 228 BBY maybe? And it really brings closure to a lot of the long-running arcs across the comics, the novels. Everything just kind of built from the events of Fear of the Jedi in Phase 2 and 1, and everything just kind of comes into from the comics, whether it's from the novels like the Trials of the Jedi, which recently released as well, so you want to go check that out. So I will say, you should, if you want to really enjoy this, you should probably go back and read at least all the comic books. There's 3 different phases in the comic books, and I think they work really well. This is definitely a satisfying and fitting in. Just calling to a lot of stuff that we've read through a lot of these projects. And I think it's just a really good finale when it comes to this initiative. It could be noted as maybe complicated, but I think that just the resolution itself, whether you enjoy it or you find it bittersweet, I think it's still I'm very appreciative to be able to send this off in style. So I like that. I like the culmination of everything we've been seeing, the sacrifice, the leadership, this new legacy of Jedi, all these new characters, the journey for Keeve and her departure from the Jedi Order, and just like the unity across all these characters, the storylines. It's very grand. It's kind of hard to talk about all this in just one it's kind of hard for me to talk about just one comic when the High Republic spans through so much, including now there's the Star Wars Unlimited game that I play. Like, we have High Republic characters in this new set, Legends of the Force, which is really cool because now I can, we're bringing them in for the books and the comics into the game. So you will probably see a lot of major characters kind of coming in, or at least getting, a little Easter egg, a little nod. And of course, just this narrative that's been spanning all the way from, I believe, 2021, kind of finally coming to an end here. So yeah, highly recommend you check this out. I think if you put in the time and the work, it's definitely worth it. Marika Cresta, which I didn't talk much about the art, and that's just because, like I said, I had a lot more thoughts about the overall closing of this era of Star Wars, but it just really works. It's very beautiful. It really feels like it captures these last final moments, right? So big ups to really the whole team. I think the comic book itself is just so well put together, and I think Marvel, if there's one thing they can do well, is deliver on high quality Star Wars comics. Whether you are enjoying the actual story or not, I think the comics themselves, they present everything in a way that feels very accessible as much as they can whenever there's such deep continuity, whether it's the High Republic era or the Age of the Republic, or even further into some of the other eras that are going on in the Star Wars line. So highly recommend you check this out. I can't wait to go to my shop and pick up my actual copy. I've read this digitally, but I really am looking forward to getting my hands on some of those really cool variants. Although Phil Noto at the top of my list when it comes to Star Wars covers. So if you have read this, let me know what you thought about it down in the comment. If you read any of the other Star Wars High Republic stuff, let me know what is your favorite as we kind of try to encourage people to go back and revisit this era of Star Wars. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And for me and Anakin Skywalker, may the Force be with you. Bye bye.